you want to change your life, then you have to change your identity. Think of it this way. Your current identity and the way you are now has got you to where you currently are. But if you want to experience something new, then that version of you is going to have to change. And if you want to change your identity, then the first thing that needs to change is your mindset. So imagine a version of you that already has what you want, the version of you that's already reached your goal. And then imagine, what would they be doing? What would they not be doing? What beliefs would they have about themselves? And you're going to use that as the blueprint for what beliefs you need to adopt and what actions you're going to take. Once you take on the mindset of the person you want to become, things are going to start changing. Because remember, if you want to change, then you must first believe before you can become.
This is how you transform your life in 11 days. This is how people think change works. You change your environment, the stuff around you, doing new things, and then you're going to learn the skills and capabilities. Then you're going to begin to believe that you are capable of these things and value things in alignment to this. And then you will become the person that you want to become. But no. Wrong. And you were today years old when you learned better. This is how real change is created. And what other than identity at the very top? You will filter in reality everything around you to further prove this right. Whatever this is, whatever you see yourself as, whoever you identify as within you, you will filter reality to prove it right to you. Someone could tell you that you are insanely beautiful, but if you don't identify as beautiful, that won't even hit for you. It will literally go in one ear and out the other. Or even worse, you will turn it into that they were secretly insulting you in some way, like mocking you, making fun of you. Our mind is tricky. You won't be able to actually accept the compliment, accept the energy that they are offering you. Confirm to yourself, yeah, I am beautiful. You are going to reject it immediately. And this is a big and, you will subconsciously perpetuate and create more of the identity that you see yourself as. In other words, you literally manifest it. Whatever you say following I am is fucking powerful, and don't forget it. So let's say you want to be healthy and fit. You need to identify as a healthy and fit person. You need to see yourself as that. You know the term, I'll believe it when I see it? That. It's I will see it when I believe it. So believe yourself, identify as the person that you want to be now. The rest, all of this, trickles down naturally when you get this straight, identity. If you don't identify as a healthy and fit person, good luck staying consistent at the gym and eating well. It's going to be tough. Why? Because that's not you. Or at least you are telling yourself and fully buying into the identity that that's not you. So what, you think you're going to magically become it against your own will? And you are literally continuing to affirm the opposite. I'm not trying to be harsh, babe. I am just trying to be real. Because I want you to be able to be everything that you want to be. And you've probably been limiting yourself for a long time, and that stops today. Okay, you're with me now. Those limiting self-deprecating identities, gone. No more, not allowed. So if you want to be healthy and fit, you need to identify as a healthy and fit person, and everything's going to trickle down from there. Because remember the subconscious filters. You will start filtering in information that aligns with information that a healthy and fit person would find important. Every decision that you make on a subconscious level will be held up to this identity. Is this what me, a healthy and fit person, would do? Is this what I would believe? Is this what I would value? What would be important to me and a priority? Is this something I would want to learn more about? Is this something I would do? How I would act? How I would show up? Then naturally, environment, your results manifest. I like to use a mirror analogy, and I explain this in depth in Manifestation 101, but you need to think of reality as a mirror. It is mirroring what you put in front of it. But what people get wrong all the time is that when they want to see change, they try to change the mirror itself instead of changing what they are putting in front of the mirror. Put something different in front of the mirror. And being healthy and fit is just an example. You can fill in the blank here with whatever you want. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You know that list from day 0, the first video in the series, the things that you do want. And remember those questions that you answered on day 1, getting to know the real you. I want you to review both of those. And then I want you to journal on who the real you is, the true, expansive, next level version of you that you're becoming now. So use these prompts. Who is the next level me? What do they identify as / with? How do they view themselves? And how do others view them? This one might make you feel a little delulu, but trust me, people view you how you view you. So you decide how you want to be viewed. And answer these using I am statements. And I like to give my next level selves a name. Like my last one was Brooke 3.0 because I already manifested Brooke 2.0. Now I've also already manifested Brooke 3.0, so I need a new one. But anyways, give it a little name. It's like an alter ego, but it's you. It's the real you. And every morning for the rest of these 11 days and honestly beyond, I want you to read this list to yourself, okay? Get used to knowing and identifying yourself as this new you. You won't even realize it, but you are literally going to be reprogramming your mind and your identity on a deep, deep level just by reading this list to yourself every single day.
She is absolutely right. I'm actually a certified hypnotherapist, and visualization is so important. You can change your whole life by just using your imagination. Your subconscious doesn't know if your thoughts are real or fake. It takes everything literal, so it will believe anything you tell it. If you want to be the higher version of yourself, imagine that you already are and live life the way that girl lives, and watch your whole life change.
I am in the process of rebranding my entire life, and I'm taking you all along with me. Starting out strong with phase 1, the first step is finding inspiration. Doing this step is super important because it'll actually help motivate us and get us excited for our future self to come. So my favorite way to do this is on Pinterest. So you could see here the little board I made for my kind of vision. Everyone's mood board should look a little different, but I was going for wellness girl era, motivated, that whole vibe. I also made a second board for my style and fashion rebrand, so I'm going for like the timeless, chic, classy look. You can also print this out and make a whole vision board to hang in your room or apartment, but I'm definitely going to be making it my screensaver wallpaper for my phone, iPad, something like this so that I see it often.
If you're ready to show up as your highest self in 2025, here's 3 things that you should do to prepare. Number 1, I want you to clean out your damn closet and get rid of anything that is just holding stored energy. And at that, maybe even go through the art on the walls, your decor, things that are just holding stagnant energy from the times before when we're not that person anymore, let's face it. So after you've dropped off a couple of huge bags to Goodwill, we'll move on to number 2. Number 2, not everything can come with you to 2025. I want you to think about that habit that you have that you really wish that you could quit because it keeps you stagnant and it keeps you stuck in these patterns. And if you didn't have that thing, you would probably be doing so much better in life. For me, that's alcohol. Alcohol is staying in 2024 because it just blows up my life, and now I really know that. So whatever that thing is for you, find it. It's very uncomfortable, we know this, but in order to really show up and embody the person that you were meant to be, it's really important that we level up and actually start getting our shit together. And then number 3, now we're going to set the tone for the new year. I want you to get really clear about what your most successful self would be doing. That version of you, like that dream version of you. What are they doing? Who are they surrounding themselves with? What is their daily routine? We're going to make a little promise to ourselves starting in January that we're going to start showing up as that version of ourselves. And here's the thing, babe. Confidence is actually the easiest thing to fake because nobody knows if it's real or not. So you're going to show up as the most confident, bright, brilliant, bold, beautiful version of yourself because you freaking deserve that. And you deserve anything that you could possibly ever dream of for your life because you are worthy. And we're done settling.
I am notorious for getting rid of old clothes and decor that do not represent me anymore, especially things that remind me of a time when I wasn't my best self or I was in a bad relationship. You know, like that dress that you wore to a special occasion that you spent with a certain wah-wah. Get rid of it. Clothes especially hold energy, and this is why I'm also careful about thrifting things. You never know the kinds of energy that item holds. One thing is for sure though, the old me wore a different style than the new and improved me. You gotta make sure your outside matches your inside. You can't be rebranded but wear the same style you wore back in high school. Depending on the look you're going for, I would throw out any outdated trends, super faded or worn clothes, oil-stained clothes, heels with black marks on them, I know you know, or clothes that you haven't worn in years. They have no business being in your closet, girl.
Babe, you are never going to level up your life if you do not rebrand. I know that may sound harsh, but just hear me out for a second. You simply just cannot bring the old version of yourself into a new life that you're trying to create for yourself. I rebranded myself so hard that when I look back at old photos and videos of who I used to be, I don't even recognize that person anymore. And that's what you want when you have a really good rebrand. When you rebrand yourself, think of it like a video game where like each level you unlock a new character. Who is this character that you're about to unlock? Now, honestly, sis, this might feel a little bit delusional because honestly, you're just trying to be somebody that you're not. But it's not like you're trying to be someone bad. You're just trying to be a better version of yourself. The rebrand is gonna come with a lot of change and you better be ready for it. You need to be changing your habits, your hobbies, the surroundings that you put yourself in, the people that you hang around, like your wardrobe. Everything about you when you're rebranding needs to change. I know for me, when I was rebranding, I did a huge social media purge of all old photos that I felt like did not resonate with me anymore. And I started to post photos like the person that I wanted to become. Your goal should be to wake up every day and embody this new person, no matter what that looks like for you. That's not saying that you need to buy the house tomorrow or you need to have the dream car 2 weeks from now, but every single day, what would that higher self version of you do to achieve that goal? Never be afraid to level up. Rebranding is a normal thing and you can do it as many times as you need to get it right. Brands rebrand, celebrities rebrand, everybody rebrands, so why shouldn't you? Always remember that you have the power to change your life. God may have made the ocean, but he made you captain of the boat.
I recently rebranded myself around 6 months ago. I literally did a whole 360. I think it's all down to the steps that I took to rebrand myself and become a version of myself that I want to show up as. I did 5 key things that I think really helped me to just elevate myself and level up. So the first thing that I did is I assessed my situation and I just really thought about what things were just not aligning with my own values. This meant that I was just taking a look at everything around me, taking a look at how I was living my day to day, the people that I was surrounding myself with, and I decided to take myself away from certain situations that just weren't really helping me align with my future self, my goals, and my values. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to think about how your future self and how your best self will show up into the world. One way that you can do this is looking at the kind of clothes that she would wear. Try and visualize how a dream version of yourself dresses, how she carries herself, and really try to embody that. A really easy way to do this is to declutter your wardrobe, get rid of things that are not you, and start buying clothes that fit you, are flattering, and also align with the lifestyle that you want to have. The next thing you're going to do is you are going to surround yourself in environments that the dream version of you would be in. So that could be bougie cafes, more elevated areas. You would want to go to those places because you're going to be surrounded by people who already have what you want. So you need to put yourself in those situations so that you can then embody that version of yourself and start living as her. Next thing, you're going to start having hobbies that again align with the version of you that you want to be. So this means reading the kind of books that she would read and also picking up hobbies that she would enjoy. So that could be opting for yoga or Pilates or even running. We also want to have a morning routine and night routine that really helps you to show up as that version of yourself that you're trying to become. You need to do the things that you think that they would do in the morning. What time would they wake up? Would they wake up early? What kind of healthy habits do they have in their morning and night routine that helps them to be that version of themselves? It's all about leveling up. It's all about trying to always improve yourself to be that version of yourself that you want to become and you're really happy with.
Your environment is a reflection of yourself, so change it to mirror the person that you want to be. Network with people who are in the place that you strive to be in, people that you look up to and can learn from. Organize your space, declutter your life, your social media, unfollow pages that don't add anything to your life. When I'm scrolling through social media, I need to feel inspired to be my best self, or learn something new, something that benefits me, or else it's just cluttering up my mind with pointless drivel.
Are you rebranding your life, or are you in the phase of where you're restarting your life? Me, I'm on my second round of starting my life over this year. Something that has helped me reformulate and redevelop my life is something called the wellness wheel. And here it is. As you see, we have 8 different categories. We have physical well-being, home, spirituality, career, finances, recreation, social well-being, and mental well-being. What you're going to do pretty much is you're going to rate each area of your life on a scale from 1 to 10. So here, home and environment. If any area has like a 6 and lower, you're going to come up with a plan to pretty much figure out how to improve that area of your life. This is something I've been implementing like within this whole year, and I can say I've seen major shifts as far as getting the career opportunities and things that I'm really hyper focused on. So here's the wellness wheel. Try it out.
This is how to get ahead of everybody you know, upgrade and rebrand your life in 30 days or less. You have to start by creating a higher you guide. What this is creating a version of yourself in your mind or on paper that you believe to be the highest version of yourself. I think the best way to do this would be to fully envision it and start asking yourself questions about it. I asked myself these questions and I answered them, and now I follow that guide that I've created for myself. Some of the questions are: what are my hobbies? What are my interests? What friends do I have? What do I eat? What do I drink? What do I wear? What's my hair like? What's my skincare routine? What's my morning routine, my evening routine, and everything around it? It is going to take you a couple of hours to do, to fully envision it, but once you've done it, it's worth it. A big one for me was that my higher self didn't smoke, so I stopped smoking. After you've done that, you can follow this set of 10 rules to be able to rebrand yourself in 30 days. The next 30 days, do these 10 things. You'll be done with this by Christmas, so when everyone's doing everything in January, you'll already be ahead. Number 1 is wake up 1 hour earlier than you usually do. I'm not going to make this really, really difficult and say, hey, wake up at 4 a.m. every day. I don't even wake up at 4 a.m. every day. The best thing that you can do is your regular schedule, just adjust it slightly to fit your new needs. If you're usually waking up at 8 o'clock, start waking up at 7. If you usually wake up at 7, start waking up at 6. Number 2 is no social media first thing in the morning. Get up, do your morning routine, sit down, journal, plan your day out, and then you can have your social media. Number 3 is you want to spend at least 10 minutes planning and journaling every morning. Planning your day out, writing yourself a to-do list, I find this incredibly helpful. And journaling, just quick little thoughts. It doesn't have to be 5 million pages. It can just be, I feel like this today. Number 4 is no fast food. I always say in moderation, in moderation, in moderation. But if we're having a complete rebrand, no fast food, just cut it out for a minute. Remember, everything in moderation. If you slip up a little bit, it's fine. It's not a big deal, but you know, try and correct yourself if you can. Number 5 is 10k steps a day. I know that it's winter, I know that it's raining, I know that you don't want to go. Please just go. If you have a dog, take your dog. If you have a friend that you can go with your friend, your boyfriend, whatever. Number 6 is limit your smoking and your drinking. If you're a smoker, it's okay. I've been there. I understand it's very difficult. Just try and limit it down. If you smoke 20 cigarettes a day, please try and smoke 10, 15. I know that it's difficult, but you're not going to be able to become your high version of yourself if you don't start doing these things now. The longer you wait, the harder it will be. If you drink a lot, then try and cut your units down per week. Number 7 is you need to be double cleansing every single night without fail. I started triple cleansing because I'm crazy. You don't have to, but double cleansing is an absolute must. 1 oil cleanse and 1 water cleanse. This honestly will change your skin. If you're not doing it already, start doing it. You will see a complete difference in your skin. Number 8 is drink 2 to 3 liters of water daily. If you struggle with drinking water, add a bit of squash to it. If you struggle with that, even put it in a cup or like a big bottle and put a straw in it. Drinking anything through a straw, for me, I have no idea what it is, but it just makes me just gulp it down. 9 is end your day with some sort of vitamins, whether that's a vitamin drink, if it's a nighttime drink, if it's supplements, or if it's just capsules, gummies, whatever. Just end your day with some sort of vitamins. Number 10 is no eating after 7 p.m. Stop giving your body energy before you're going to sleep. Just cut it out and you'll sleep better. If you're struggling with sleeping, if you're struggling with losing weight, this will be really helpful. Try these for the next 30 days and let me know how you go on.
Me personally, I would write out each personality trait that I would want to embody as my new self. What my strengths are. For example, I'm confident, I'm poised, I have good posture, expanded vocabulary, and I would do a mini deep dive on how to achieve each of these traits. Knowledge is power, and to grow, we should be constantly learning and evolving, as well as adapting with the times and putting those old ways that don't serve us to rest. Just remember, growth often requires being uncomfortable. You can't go up if you choose to stay in the same place. Well, that's all for now, but subscribe for more glow up tips and meow 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 meow.